Now, building a business is all trial and error, right? Some things take off, others will flop, right? But this week, and this week specifically, I wanted to share with you what has worked for me building Startup and what exactly hasn't. And these are some lessons that you can use whether you're an undocumented student trying to start your first service, whether you're an ally, or whether you're just somebody in the community that wants to start a business.
Welcome to UndocuStartup by Juan Hernandez.
So welcome to today's episode of UndocuStartup Weekly, where I share the biggest lessons that I've been learning building the #1 entrepreneurship program for undocumented students. If you're an undocumented student ally and you want to bring entrepreneurship to your campus, visit www.undocustartup.com. The first lesson is to keep one flagship offer that's simple and repeatable. Okay? What didn't work in the first year, and I'll tell you, what ended up working was selling just one program. I sell literally just one program. If you go on my website, it's literally just one program to every new client that I reach out to. That is the one program that I lead with. Now, how did I get here? In 2023, I had a list of 4 offers. In 2024, I had a list of 3 offers. And then in 2025, from those 3 offers in 2024, I decided to pick one. And that is the one that has helped me get to the point where I'm at, where right now I'm doing my business full time. I don't have recurring clients yet, but that is something that we're continuing to work for. But just having one core offer, focusing on that one core offer is what is working. So what you can take away from this is if you're doing multiple services for your business, that's taking away from you actually succeeding in one. Just pick one. And what you will find is that there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of strength, a lot of advantage in focusing on one thing. You see, like I didn't know I could do my programs hybrid. I didn't know that I could do premium. I didn't know I can do 2-year deals. I didn't know I could do 1-year deals. All these other things, you'll learn them along the way. And that's one of the things that I've been learning so far. Second lesson is that speed and urgency closes deals. I closed 2 big contracts because I set deadlines and I showed them that I had limited slots. So urgency matters. Having a deadline matters. What hasn't worked is letting conversations drag multiple months, right? So I've figured out that for the leads that I follow up after 10 months, they don't really go anywhere, right? So the longer the leads take, the less chances there is for somebody to book me, for a client to land. But what has worked has been urgency and a clear timeline. And speed is important, right? Like sending those proposals. I went from sending the proposals within 24 hours to sending my proposals to all my clients within 2-3 hours, right? And that's just faster. Okay. Next lesson is that bundles raise value. All right. I sold my first premium bootcamp this year. And I got to a new number. I saw my first hybrid program this year as well. That also led to crazier numbers as well. But again, like if you bundle more than one thing together, it's gonna look like higher value. So for me, the bundles include maybe I go 2 times in person, 1 time virtual, if they really want to focus on that. Or it could be, let me connect you to community members that are also within the entrepreneurship space so that your students can speak to them. And that in itself is a lot more valuable than just me doing one thing. So if you have bundles, you can have a introductory bundle, you can have a medium bundle, you can have a premium bundle. And if you have 3 bundles, the one in the middle automatically is the one that a lot of people are going to go towards. And I also proved this when I was doing photography. I had a bronze, a silver, and a gold package, and everybody would always buy my silver and gold package, and nobody would really buy my introductory package. So again, have different bundles so that you can raise values. If you're already selling one thing, try selling the premium option of that. Try to sell maybe 2 of those, so volume. They initially buy once, why can't they buy twice? Next lesson is that storytelling and proof matter. One of the things that would always come up at the earliest stages in my journey was, what are the success stories? Where are the student testimonials? What have other people done? Who have you partnered up with in the past? And I fixed that by improving my website. And my website, you can find testimonies. On my website, you can find past partners I've partnered up with. And my website, you can find everything that we've done into the past, who has supported us, our story. That is ultimately what sells. People don't buy the features, the product. People buy the outcomes. The wanting to help their undocumented students through entrepreneurship is their main goal. And storytelling always works, right? What doesn't work is just sending generic outreach emails without urgency. I made the mistake that even though I did templates, it would seem like a little spammy email because I didn't customize each and every single one of them. And that led to people asking me, how'd you get my email? Led to people not responding to me. And it was just a mess. So again, that's another lesson. Storytelling and proof matter. If you can lead with results, you can lead with the stories of the students. If you can lead with some of the clients that you already work with, that is going to help you. All right. Next lesson is to start with free or low barrier events to build trust in new markets as you're expanding. Right now, I'm trying to expand to other cities, other places. And at the beginning of this year, I had the opportunity to pitch in front of 60 potential people that could bring this to their campus in a new state. And I blew it. I led with pay me this instead of this is the impact we can make. And what I should have done, which I did last year in California, was I provided some free programs so I can start building that trust, start building that credibility. And then that led to me getting something else. That led to me getting new clients in the upcoming year, right? So if I had to go back, if I had that opportunity again where I can pitch in front of 50 people again, I would lead with, you know what, let's do a free program. I'll show it to you. There's really no risk involved. Let's just get them to say yes. Once they say yes, once we run a program, then you can lead with, okay, we've done this already. It seemed like you enjoyed it. And now let's move on to doing something paid. So again, that was something that I learned when it came to expanding to other places, other cities, other people. That trust is something that you earn and not something that you just get, right? Even though I did have some credibility, I should have led with, hey, you know what? It's a new place. I want to build relationships. Let's do a free program at the beginning. And then from that free program, we can start moving forward with. And that's something that I keep in mind. Now, the last lesson is to do more. I was having a conversation with a community member that's trying to help the community invest with an SSN, with an ITIN number, because she signed up to be a mentor. And that's how we started having this conversation. And she was telling me, like, how many people do you reach out to? Because it's kind of hard for me to get clients. I've only reached out to 20 people. And I was like, 20 people? Like, you only reached out to 20 people? It's crazy. Because I reached out to 4,000 people. Right? I reached out to 4,000 people. You see, you create your own luck. The biggest misconception when somebody's starting is that they believe that if you send 20 and it doesn't work, that's it. No, that's not how it works. I sent 4,000 emails the first year. This year, I'm on track to, do the same, double that amount of emails. And that's how I've gotten to a certain place. I understand that the reason why sometimes people don't buy from you is because they don't know you, right? And what people need to understand is that business is literally a combination of marketing all the time, selling, marketing, selling, and doing, marketing, selling, and doing, and improving your service, right? And that was a really hard thing for me to swallow because I didn't understand that it's this constant loop. If you don't market, you're not gonna get clients. If you don't have clients, you're not gonna pay your bills, and that's another one of those things. So I guess just a quick summary: if you are building something, keep one offer. Move fast on sales. If they ask you for a quote, send it that day. Don't wait a long time. Bundle for a lot more value. Have a premium option. Have different packages of the same offer. And do not be afraid of missing. Do not be afraid of failing. Just reach out and then figure it out as you go. So hopefully you found this helpful. And if you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you're watching it on YouTube, follow me on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And remember, be motivated and stay motivated, baby. I'll talk to you soon.